Shalom YouTube, this is y'all's Magnified coming back with another video. This video was called Artificial Entities Can Only Communicate with Artificial Entities. Okay, with that being said, let's get to it. As you can see on the screen, it's a maxim of law. This maxim states that desperata non debent jungi, that's Latin for dissimilar things ought not to be joined, paper to paper and flesh to flesh, but not paper to flesh or flesh to paper, the maxim of law of like kind. So with that being said is, when you go to court, and let's say you say John Doe versus the state of Florida, and you go in there, and then and you go through the bar, and they say state your name for the record. You say John Doe. You immediately became that fictitious person, the legal entity, the straw man. They now have body attachment because you stated that you was that legal fiction person. Okay, so we have a case law right here, in U.S. versus Hygie. That's the case number. Then it says he summarized or came to the conclusion using Penhallow versus Duane's administrators, and that's the case number for that trial. But so basically, Hygie, in his case, he summarized he posed his conclusion of Penhallow versus Duane administrator, or his understanding of it, and he stated in his court case that no corporate jurisdiction over the natural man. Supreme Court of the United States, 1795, and as such, as every government is an artificial person, an abstraction, and a creature of the mind only. A government can interface only with other artificial persons, the imaginary, having neither actuality nor substance, is foreclosed from creating and attaining parity with the tangible. The legal manifestation of this is that no government, as well as any law, agency, aspect, court, etc., can concern itself with anything other than corporate artificial persons and the contracts between them. So again, he knew what was going on, so he quoted it into his case, basically stating that they add body attachment between you and the legal fiction, and then when they create their contracts, and then they hold you liable for a contract for something that you really was not really obtaining to the living man, but only to the paper or the fictitious entity or the legal person or the straw man. Okay, so we have a Supreme Court ruling, right? The Supreme Court ruling. The district courts of the United States created under the Constitution have as courts as admiralty, letting you know, guys, that they're underneath admiralty maritime jurisdiction, letting you know that they're on the law of the sea, because you are pronounced dead at sea. As I stated before, your body is a vessel, and that's coming out of Penhallow versus Duane's administrators. Let's continue on. And U.S. Supreme Court Poindexter versus Green Hollow also states that the United States is a political corporate body, meaning that it's a corporation. It's a fictitious entity. But let's go on with it. It says in U.S. Supreme Court, Poindexter versus Green Hollow, that's the case number, held 6. Such a defendant sued as a wrongdoer who seeks to substitute the state in his place, or to justify by authority of the state, or to defend on the ground that the state has adopted his act and exonerated him, cannot rest on the bare assertion of his defense, but is bound to establish it. And as the state is a political corporate body which can act only through agents and command only by laws, in order to complete his defense, he must produce a valid contract of the state. Excuse me, guys, before that pop on out. A valid contract of the state which constitutes his commission as its agent and a warrant for his acts. So again, the state is a corporate body, and it can only work using agent, letting you know that the state itself is a fictitious person, a corporation, a fictitious entity, a straw man. Number six, that's the number six right here is talking about. See, held number six. It says, after held means that paragraph is not a part of the opinion, but is part of the bench law, not thought to be true to support what was held. The holding is what is actually to become the bench law. Then it's part of the bench law. So these guys know that already. The courts know that. They just don't want us to know that. So let's go down. It says the United States government is a foreign corporation with respects to a state. So again, the United States is a foreign corporation. Volume, and that's coming out of volume 20 of the Corpus Juris Secundum, and that's the case law. But that's all I'm gonna do today, guys. I ain't gonna overdo it. I just wanted to run this past you guys so you can, get more understanding and see what's going on. So with that being said, like and subscribe. I like to thank all my subscribers for watching, and for all the new guys, like and subscribe too. And let's get it going. Shalom, people.